Scene on BBC Radio London with Aurie Styla.
This is The Scene.
Fill Me In by Craig David. Aurie Styla, BBC Radio London. Listen, it's Monday, but I'm not the only person that does The Scene from 8 till 10. On a Tuesday, it's Clara Hermit. On a Wednesday, it is Judy Love. On a Thursday, it's Jasmine Dotiwala. And on a Friday, it is the dynamic duo Salma El-Wadani and Lionheart. I had to remember literally in order, because it's a lot of names to remember in times, but I got it there as well as trying to actually be able to say it because I got a husky voice, so you have to bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Also, I've got in the building, I have my first guest who's here, is Daniel Nero. You still there, sir?
I'm still here.
Nice,
still
but
here.
Daniel's not the only person that's joined me in the building. I have got director and filmmaker and a coach. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Ladies and gentlemen, Natasha Adams. How you doing? You all right?
Thank you for having me, man.
Thank you for coming down. You had a shock face when I said coach.
Yeah, because I didn't know you did your research like
Of
that.
course. Do you know what you are? What building you're in?
I thought
This is
that
the
was...
BBC, brethren.
Jeez.
We know things, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, coach, fitness.
Yeah.
Good at it as well.
Yeah, I'm all right.
You're all right?
Yeah. I'm humble.
But are you still doing it because you said...
No,
Oh, okay.
basically, I just had a baby.
Oh, congratulations.
Well, not just thank you, about a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's one, and then basically, cut a long story short, she got sick and I couldn't go back to work.
Understood.
So that's when the filmmaking took over.
Okay.
So now I'm known for my filmmaking and not my coaching. So I was surprised to hear you say that, you know.
Yeah, I'm doing my research, you know.
Yeah,
I'm doing my
yeah.
research, you know.
Okay.
So talk to me. Filmmaking, directing and filmmaking.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
So basically, like I said, my 9 to 5 was in a gym, and then the filming was on the side. Like I would film my athletes'
Okay.
games, and then I would chop it up, and then they would send that piece of footage to the scouts and stuff to say, take them to America or whatever. And then I was writing in secret, you know, because I was like, I didn't study this. You know, when you, like, if you don't go uni about it, then you shouldn't do it. So I was just like writing quietly, and then I got pregnant, and I was like, oh, okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast, and then I'm going to see if I can film this web series before the baby drops. And I was literally on a mission for them like 6 months to get this web series produced, and I did it.
What? Okay.
Literally, she dropped like 2 weeks after I cut.
Wow. So
It
you were
was
working
close.
literally right up until birth.
Looking back here, it's mad because you're seeing this girl with a big belly walking around with a camera on the street, on trains.
So wait, not only were you directing, you were actually filming in camera.
Yeah, I do everything.
Wow.
It's all independent. Like, it's really guerrilla style. Like, looking back, it was madness. But this is why I'm here, so...
Well, fair enough. No, well done to you. Often they say that, especially in the last... Is that the last 2 months that you're supposed to rest?
I was meant to rest. Yeah,
and you were carrying camera equipment around.
I mean, I was nearly finished. Yeah,
you didn't want to stop the momentum, obviously.
Yeah, and I was on a mission. Like, all I had to do is complete 10 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I did it. So, yeah, big up to my cast that helped me out as well. So.
And was this, the 10 episodes, was this Growing Pains?
Growing Pains season 1,
so
yeah.
Tell us about Growing Pains.
So Growing Pains is about a bunch, like, let's say a group of 6, 7 young people under the age of 25 growing up in London.
Okay.
So the ups and downs they go through, it shows how small London is. Everyone's lives are entwined. Just talks about various social issues. So, yeah, check it out.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was. I thought you were gonna go properly.
I wasn't.
No.
Oh, right. So
you don't want to give too much,
yeah?
is it? You don't want to give too much.
It's all right because season 2 just dropped, and I've just finished season 2.
Okay.
So the last episode of season 2 was like a couple of weeks ago. So now I'm about to start season 3 casting the end of the month. So yeah, it's built momentum because like I'm so new to it. Like I'm really shocked at how much momentum has grown from it and how much I've learned. So it only can get better from here on out. Do you know what I mean?
Nice. And tell us, it's not the only one you've worked on, Growing Pains. Foreplay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we know. We've done our research.
Mad research, you know. So Foreplay, yeah.
Yeah,
so
what's Foreplay about?
Yeah, so Foreplay, I believe, is the only LGBT web series in London anyway. Like in America it's well known, but they do it all the time, but in London it's not known for that. So yeah, that was the first web series, but I wasn't like the main director on that. I was co-director. So Growing Pains is more me, more like kind of issues that I wanted to explore. So that's why I chose to like go off and do my own thing.
I think now you've mentioned foreplay. I think I've seen
it.
I think I've seen it. Come to think of it,
Yeah.
I'd have to
But
double
make
check.
sure you check out Growing Pains though.
No, definitely. No, Growing Pains.
Yeah,
Okay, I see the direct. Yes, Growing Pains is what we're going to be discussing.
We're talking about Growing Pains.
Where you from? Is it East London?
Yeah, I'm from Stratford.
Stratford.
Yeah.
And
Like no one come and stalk me and that.
we just want to know you're in London. This is BBC
Yeah.
Radio London. We want to know you're a
Yeah,
Londoner.
I'm from Stratford.
Okay, born and raised and
Born
still
and
there.
raised there. Yeah, and most of the filming that I do is all based in East London.
Okay.
I wanted to show London, but let's start small in it. Like as my team grows, then we'll go further and further out. But for now,
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I right in saying you've also dabbled in DJing
oh my
and radio
God.
production?
No, this is mad, you know. I'm not even joking.
You don't know what you are. This is the BBC. You know, we find out things.
Yeah,
find
I used
out
to
things.
I started DJing in like clubs back in the day. Like we're talking like 8 years ago.
Oh wow.
That's I'm 31. So yeah, about 8 years ago. And that's actually where I met my boyfriend, funny enough. We were both DJing in the same club.
Oh nice.
Yeah, that's a nice story, isn't it?
That's nice. Wait, so you both DJ?
Yeah, and then they said to me, "Oh, join our crew," and I was like, oh, all these men. I'm always the only female doing stuff. I realise in the group, I'm always like the female, the odd one. But it makes me stand out, so I actually don't mind.
It does make you stand out.
Yeah.
But if you do want to meet some, there's loads. To be fair, we've
Now-
had a lot of on this show. We've had a lot of women in industries where it's typically been dominated by men.
Yeah.
Just killing it.
Yeah.
Right. Even a DJ as well. I think that was it last week a DJ or the week before? Last week. I'll show you.
What was her name?
It was we had Miss DJ Candy.
Candy.
Right, and she, I think it was last week or the week before. I can't. My mind is all over the place,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But week before. But yeah, and she was telling us about how male dominated some of these industries are.
Yeah.
And like, as I've done the show, I've met so much women killing it in their respective fields in male dominated industries. So
Yeah.
good on you guys.
But it's still like, even in filmmaking, I haven't met that many female directors. Only maybe recently, like maybe when I went to the some award show, but it's not like known. It's very heavily male dominated, and I think if anything, if I'm going to stand out for that, I'll stand out for that. And I think
Yeah.
a lot of films as well, like you can tell they're made by men because of the direction that they go. Like they always make the woman the girlfriend and stuff. Why isn't the woman ever like the main character? Do you know what I mean? So that's what I'm coming from. I'm trying to produce a lot of. I want to produce content from a different perspective, not just the same stuff that's been overdone and overdone.
Okay, so as a filmmaker yourself, who like to see roles where women are also very prominent, more so than just the men always being. You got films like Captain Marvel coming out. You looking forward to stuff like that?
Yeah, and Marvel's not really my thing, you know. I know I upset loads of people when I say that. I'm not gonna lie.
Daniel,
No,
did
kick
you
her out.
hear what
Kick
she
her
said?
out. Kick her out.
Did she say Marvel's not her thing?
Like it's not really my thing, but like it's too much fantasy and madness and things that would like. I'm more like I want to watch things that I can relate to, kind of things that I'm like. I don't know, that touches me. Marvel doesn't touch me that way. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
I'm sorry.
So what kind of films would you say you more relate to and that has touched you?
No, like, see, now you're putting me on the spot. Now I've just gone blank. But what I would say is anything that has like somebody who's struggled and maybe come through the other side or used that struggle to get to another level.
What's the one with Will Smith? The true story.
Pursuit to happiness.
Pursuit of happiness,
Yeah, that was a good one. That was touching. Like, I don't like to cry. Like,
so you want stuff with someone's struggles, but you don't want to cry.
But you don't want to cry every day.
Do you know how niche we're gonna have to find films for you?
I know, right? But what I'm saying is that like I just want to produce a lot of content that just sees another perspective. Don't you feel like all UK-based films, a lot of them are like this gun, drugs, gangs thing? No, seriously, it is. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying that they're bad films. I'm just saying let's change it up now. It's 2019.
There are.
So
There
there are other social issues that we can touch on. I'm not trying to be like for the people, but
I think that what happens is it's difficult. No, do you know what it is? Yeah, I'll tell you what it is.
Okay,
it's
tell me.
difficult to get those issues on the screen because
that's the thing.
it's difficult because it's easier to get guns and knives and this, that,
I
and
get it, though.
running around and shooting
So,
people on the screen than it is to get like someone in the LGBT community just living their life kind of thing getting on the screen.
I mean, I wouldn't know about that because I do growing pains, but basically,
sorry, I apologise.
Basically, we talk about various social issues, but what I'm saying is, is that like it's true. Like I hear what you're saying about like it's more entertaining to get a gun and a knife and run around the street.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I totally get you, but that's why we have to change it. Otherwise, we're just gonna have non-stop films of guns and us. Like we're kind of in a way promoting it in a way.
Yep.
If we don't want people to do it on the street, why are we still showing it? Like, we're proper like.
100% agree with you.
Yeah, so that's all. I'm on a mission this year. That's what I'm saying, and I'm fearless this year.
Oh, I like that.
I'm gonna go for it, and I'm gonna try and produce as much as I can from a different perspective. And yeah, that's me.
So, I mean, one thing that I always find as a hurdle when it comes to doing things of this nature, especially with filmmaking and having a cast to come down, things like funding and so on.
It is hard. Oh my God. I have been blessed with the cast that I have.
Yeah.
They have supported me from the beginning. They know my history. They know that like I wasn't like coming in as Spielberg or anything, but we're all working towards a goal, and that's what we need. I need a cohesive team, and I've got that. So I'm unstoppable. Once they're with me, I'm cool. Like I'll be all right. People believe in genuine raw products, so that's what I'm going to try and produce. You know.
No, I like that. And is there something you would like to, I mean, I know you've got Growing Pains and you've got season 2 as well. Is there something that you would like to make that when, let's say when you have got the Spielberg budget and you could say, all right, I have the power to make what I want to make, what would that be?
Like a feature-length film, but yeah, like showing just a different like I've got loads of ideas and scripts in the pipeline, and I will produce all of them eventually. As long as that, I'll produce. I just want to produce good content, basically. Yeah, feature length film from a different perspective, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for you to tell me what film you really like, though.
What film I really like? I like films like Crash, like action.
Crash was amazing. Crash was amazing.
And if I can make a British version of Crash, sick.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. In America, like they're not afraid to touch on things. In England, we're very like we just stay on the same kind. I feel like the same kind of direction.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. It's like maybe a fear that like we're not gonna find it interesting or we're not gonna support it. But this, like right now, is a great time for British film, British music. Everything is on the up, so I think it's a really good time right now. You know.
Do you know? I agree with you. British music. I think with British actors, it's a great time. But a lot of our great actors get taken to America.
It's so true. That's what I'm saying. It's like we just don't believe in our own source.
It's the thing, yeah.
It's mad.
Like if you think of all the great films that have been out over the past year, or some of the actors that have won awards, or just the recognition, even down to let's look at Natasha Wright.
Yeah.
She has been killing it.
She's sick.
But the thing is, even though she's from here and she reps here a lot, and obviously from, is it Guyana as well, I believe?
Yeah, I think so.
So she's from here and she reps Guyana as well, but it's very much out there that she gets a lot of the recognition. So, I mean, when she was in Ready Player One, obviously Black Panther and Avengers Infinity War. So what do we need here for a lot of the actors that are killing it out there to come here and say, this is what I'm going to push up?
I don't know. I think it's because America is everything that we are on a bigger scale.
Yeah.
I think that's just purely what it is. They just want to be seen. Like everything in America is just that next level. I don't know how we're going to get there, but I do think we're on our way.
Yeah.
And things change all the time, and we look at Drake, how much he loves. Drake is from
loves
Hackney,
it.
yeah? I'm telling you. Drake is from East London. So it's just the way it is. Like, things come in and out of fashion, and right now America is the place that everyone wants to go, but you never know.
Would you go out there?
Do you know what? I would love to go there. I'm not saying no to anything. You know, I'll try anything and see if it works for me at the time. But right now, British, where we are now, I'm willing to conquer that first.
Nice. I like that. Natasha Adams in the building, BBC Radio London. You guys ain't going nowhere. You're staying right there. You know that. I'm going to play some music, but you guys, we've got some topics to discuss. I've got Natasha Adams, Daniel Nero in the building, BBC Radio London. My name's Aurie Styla. Don't go anywhere. We've got some tunes like this one. In fact, before I even say this one, how about you just hear what's like, show you're listening to.